The Senior Bowl should be live by the time this video is out. Practices are always the biggest scouting event of the year, and I still have lots of Senior Bowl coverage on the way, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of what players you should be watching specifically for the Chicago Bears. I'm still breaking down tape of every single snap of practice this week, but the game is live at 2:30 Eastern, and I wanted to remind people there is an actual game. But let's quickly go over the players to keep an eye on today. First, a couple of the biggest week standouts in practice will not be playing in the game today. Guys like Shamar Stewart, Mike Green, and even Deion Walker ended their weeks early. On top of that, other guys may decide to skip the game as well. There's still going to be an entire field full of draft prospects to keep an eye on. By far, the guy I think Bears fans should be watching closest, though, is North Dakota center Gray Zabel, a guy who played left tackle this season, but played all over the offensive line, and he's going to transition to interior in the NFL. He's been possibly the best center on hand all week long. Stay tuned. I'll be talking about this guy more over the next week, but keep an eye on him today. Runner up would be the national team's other center, Jonah Monheim, who also played left tackle for Caleb Williams in 2023 and right tackle in 2022. He transitioned to center this season, and he had a great week of practice and looks to continue building on that momentum with a big game. A couple other guys to keep an eye on the national team's offensive line: Minnesota tackle Ariante Ursary and Boston College tackle Ozzy Tapilo. Both of these guys have the size and length to stick at tackle in the NFL. And then Jalen Rivers, a guy who played tackle at Miami, but he struggled with injuries throughout his career. He made a seamless transition inside to guard. He's been awesome this week. On the defensive side of the ball, I will be watching both Ole Miss defensive lineman Walter Nolan and Princely Umana. Both of these guys going up against the offensive line from the national team is going to have every scout in the NFL watching. But there's also a couple of other defensive tackles who have had huge weeks and that Ryan Poles should definitely be keeping an eye on for a day two pick. Those three guys are TJ Sanders from South Carolina, Darius Alexander from Toledo, and Joshua Farmer from Florida State. All three of these guys have been awesome. But I also included jersey numbers on the screen to help if you're looking out for these guys. And I want to give a quick glance with a few more players on it, including some sleepers, separating them by team. So we have national guys to watch on the left and American guys to watch on the right. One of my sleepers is on here. It's North Carolina's undersized center, Willie Lumpkin. He battled all week long, and I'm really impressed with this guy. Watch his tape. Don't look at his measurables. But there are a ton more talented players in this one. These are just the guys that I'm pretty sure are playing and they fit what the Bears are looking for. I wanted to quickly get this out because the game is starting. Let me know if you guys are watching. Tune in if you haven't. I'll be back with more Bears draft coverage and news soon. Please remember to hit that like button for me. Stay tuned. And until next time, bear down.